welcome to Caravanning with the Missus. Thank you very much for tuning in, watching and subscribing if you have subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, don't forget to check that you're not already subscribed before you hit the subscribe button, because it might unsubscribe you because it toggles. Anyway, this week's little vlogette is I'm taking a cheeky little trip down to Hertfordshire, tiny little village called RADWELL, next to a bigger sort of small town, BALDOCK, which is next to an even bigger town, Letchworth, which is in Hertfordshire, probably about 30-40 miles north of London and just up the A1 really. As far as I'm concerned, it should be about a 2-hour drive from where I live in sunny Leicester. So it's about 80 miles away from Leicester. Easy trip down the M1 and over the A14 and then onto the A1M and then south for about half an hour, 45 minutes. So yeah, reason I'm here is because Hertfordshire is where I was brought up and still got some cousins and stuff that live around here, and they're having a sort of family do thing, just a little lunch really tomorrow with my cousins. So I thought what I'll do while I'm here, I'll spend a couple of days here and see if I can see one of my old mates. His name's George. Hi George, if you're watching. He's a little bit elusive at the moment. He's not been answering his phone calls, so I've got no idea if he's still around or if he's alive or whatever. So I know where he lives, so what I'm going to do after I've done this little introduction, I'm going to jump in the car, scoot round his house and see if he's there. He might get surprised, or it might be up for sale. Somebody else might answer. Who knows? But if he's not there, then I'll spend tonight sort of on my own, probably walk into Baldock, have a few beers. If he is there, then hopefully will be nice to catch up with him in the evening. So yeah, this is RADWELL Mill campsite. I'll put the name below, OVS. I got here about an hour ago. Sadie's not here because she's suffering with her broken arm still, unfortunately. Having a really bad time of it. So hello chicken if you're watching. But yeah, seeing as it's sunny as well, God, I haven't seen the sun for ages it seems. We don't seem to get it in the Midlands. But yes, it's just sort of fading away a bit now because it's, what time is it? It's 4:30. Let you have a quick look round. There's my old motor. I've got my bike on the back. I'll probably tell you more about that some other time, but I'm preferring to put my bike on the back of the car instead of on the front of the caravan, because of weight distribution. Not rocket science really. But here's the one of the fields. Actually there's 2 fields in this campsite. I think this is called the field and the other one's called the orchard. They look like those caravans look like they've been there quite a while. There's a couple over there. There's me. That person over there, they've just come, so that will be someone to talk to if I get stranded. And there's me. Reason I parked there is because in case it does chuck it down, it shouldn't be too difficult for me to get it to the car. I can motor mover it along there, get it to the car on there and then drive off, because my car's only 2-wheel drive. But yeah, really happy with the campsite. Very, very basic facilities. I've only got toilets, LSAN point and water. But as you probably know, we don't use the toilets anyway, we use our caravan. I'm off-grid, although there are electric points if I get stranded. But yes, I'm off-grid at the moment. I thought, I'm only here tonight, Friday night, and Saturday night, tomorrow night. So hopefully the solar should do me, I think. Don't look at the windows of the caravan, it's a bit dirty, it's been sat in the driveway for a while. Tomorrow night I should be going out, with Richard, my cousin's husband, and a couple of his friends. We'll go around Baldock, so that'll be nice. I've got tomorrow night planned. It's just tonight I'm not too sure about. But yeah, absolutely loving it here. Very nice indeed. Look at that sky. That's as blue as a blue thing. There's the old trees. Well, nice and quiet. So I was brought up probably about 5 miles away in Letchworth, and I'm sure I would have cycled around here, and there's a stream, lovely stream, walking footpaths actually by the looks of it. I'm sure I would have played in that probably about, what, 50 years ago, 40, yeah, 40, 50 years ago. because I think I left Letchworth when I was probably about 22-ish, something like that. Oh dear. But anyway, there we go. Looks, yeah, lovely. Anyway, I'm going to jump in the car, take the bike off the back, jump in the car, and then see how my old mate George is. I'll report back later. So was George in or not? Well, I went round his house and he was, which is great. But he didn't want to go down the pub, so I went back home and decided to go and visit him later, as he wouldn't go down the pub. I had to go and see him. So I thought about getting the train to him actually, which would have been much easier, well, not quicker actually, just easier. But then I thought, no, I've got my bike, I'll go and cycle. So it's a nice half-an-hour bike ride from the campsite to his house, and I really enjoyed it actually. I love it. It's so good to get out on the bike. So yeah, went to see George, had a couple of drinks with him in his house. Thanks very much for the beer, George, as well, and the nuts. They were scrumptious. So now on the way back home, I'm in Baldock, sunny Baldock. Just make sure you can hear me. Sunny Baldock, well, dark Baldock. I'm in the Cock, having a pint of nog. The dark one for us dark beer connoisseurs. But yeah, enjoying that actually, it's quite nice. Nice little pub. Needless to say, happy days. There's going to be a musician playing shortly. So yeah, like it here. Good choice I think, so I'll just have a couple, one of these and another one I think, and then I'll meander off and get on the bike, or maybe walk home back to the caravan. It's only about a 15-minute walk from here. And there is a footpath as well next to the road, so yeah, nice. I'm enjoying my evening, so great. It's nice to catch up with George as well. Old times and all that, happy days. Lovely jobbly. It's a nice old pub, got a nice home here. Just wait for the music to start. I might give you a clip of the music, depends if it's any good or not. So Saturday morning now, had a great little night last night. So today I'm meeting my cousins at the Orange Tree in Hitchin, so that'll be nice for lunch. I looked at Google Maps to find out the best way there. Seemed to be lots of convoluted ways. It was going to take about 2 hours or 3 hours. So I thought, looking at where I am, there must be somewhere easier. So yeah, I just went for a little bimble around, found this nice little footpath, taking in some lovely scenery. Look at this lake, beautiful. The campsite's literally on the other side of that lake. It's only taken a couple of minutes to get here. Scenery out there, beautiful. And I'm blessed with a lovely sunny day, which makes an absolute change, because I never seem to get sun whenever I go caravanning. But yeah, it seems to be a little bit sunny down here in Hertfordshire, although it was forecast, I think it's forecast rain from later on today, so I'll see how we go then. But yeah, enjoying a lovely little walk, because I thought, well, I've got a couple of hours, so I thought I might as well go for a little explore. So look, I'll just show you around. Lovely, and apparently you just pretty much go straight along here. You do have to cross over a dual carriageway, but then you get into Stotfold. Probably about 20-minute walk, I think. It's not far. And then when I'm in Stotfold, I can get the 97 bus, which goes through the houses a bit, but I quite like that. You know, because I like to look out the window at the little villages you go through and stuff, so that'll be nice. I think that takes about an hour to get over to Hitchin, and then about half an hour walk from there to the actual Orange Tree. So, ooh, latte. Oh, Stotfold 1, it was. Oh, hang on, Stotfold 1. It was 3/4 of a mile a minute ago. Where are we going? Ah, here we go. Lovely. Oh, autumn's coming. Well, no, I suppose autumn's here, isn't it? Well, actually, yeah, the clock's changed tonight. I've got nowhere. Well, I'm just going home tomorrow, so don't need to worry too much about getting up on time. Oh, look, this is lovely. This is just a ticket. Another thing about walking home by bus is obviously I can have a drink or two. and it's really good for me, and it doesn't cost anything as well, apart from the bus bit. I think the buses are generally £2 everywhere, because they're £2 or £2.50 in Leicester. I think that might be a countrywide thing, I'm not sure. Anyway, look at that. Beautiful. Coming up to some sheeps. Oh, I had a good night last night. It's amazing how much you can enjoy yourself on your own. Worried about Sadie there a little bit, but she's got her sister entertaining her over the weekend, although I think she's going home today. So I think they had a good night last night, so that was nice at home. Boots. Oh, before I forget, I don't think I mentioned, the campsite is just £10 a night. That's without electricity, so that's off grid. But if you did want electricity, it's an extra £7 a night, so that's 17. But I mean, we got the solar power per panel, and there's only me. So yeah, it's fine, no problems with solar. And not only that, oh, look at that, sunny days. So yeah, really cheap. So I can see myself coming here again, actually, see my friends. It's really nice. Oh, another thing I forgot to say, no twin axle caravans allowed on it. I guess that's because it's a lot of grass and stuff. Sometimes I don't like twin axles, do they? They've just got a field. The other thing is, oh yeah, I keep forgetting to say this, signal, 4G signals, really good. Terrestrial TV signals, really good. I say 4G, EE 4G. I've not got my MiFi because Sadie needs that at home, but the phone's just doing a business, so that's fine. Not that I'm watching telly or anything anyway. Anyway, as you can probably hear, I'm approaching dual carriageway. Aha, so I've got to grapple with that thing. Hopefully I'll get over alive and see you on the other side. So just had a great time round my cousin's house and her husband's in Baldock. Just walking along the A507 back home. A little bit precarious. Got my torchlight on me. As you can see, it's chucking it down, actually quite heavily raining. They did offer to put me out for the night, which is very tempting. But there's something, I don't know. You're all mostly caravanners probably watching this. There's just something about, I don't know, going back to your own little pad and your comforts and all that, and making a cup of tea when you want and how you want and all that. So I thought, oh, I'd quite like to go back to the caravan. So, but anyway, my cousin's husband's a fisherman, and he said, well, I've got this waterproof cape, that's what I'm wearing. So he said I can borrow that if you like. So I don't know about you, I often wonder, because I've got a raincoat which is quite waterproof. I thought, no, I'll see how well this actual cape that cost, I don't think it cost too much actually. I think he said it was about £20 or something. But I thought a proper waterproof one, I'll see how it fares. So it's like a bit of a challenge. So I thought, I'll see how it goes, see how wet I am when I get back, because I've got to change of clothes. So I wanted to try it out. So yeah, so far I've been walking for probably about half an hour now. So far it's kept me fairly dry. Actually, yeah, pretty much completely dry. Even my trainers, my feet are still quite dry. My trainers are okay water-wise, but they do, obviously normally when it's chucking it down like this, they'll start letting it in. But they're alright, so yeah. This is the footpath as well. So Sadie, if you're watching, not being too precarious. So A507, shortly there'll be the turn off for the for Radwell. So I'll duck down there. But yeah, had a good evening, lovely evening actually, good weekend. So yes, very nice indeed. Nice pucker. Oh, pucker tucker. And yeah, A507. Yep. Coming up to the services actually. If you come to Baldock from the A1, come off the A1 and there's a services, well we're just a little bit down there between the services and Baldock. So yeah, still got the, well I want to go down the little path, it's quite dark, but that's alright. So yeah, it's, what's it now, I think it's probably about 1, oh yeah, oh shit, 1:05, although the clocks change, don't they? They go, I think it's about 2 o'clock they change, so they'll change in an hour. I think it's going back an hour. So, yeah, happy day. And then going back home tomorrow to see the Mrs. Sadie. Oh, bless her, missing her, I must admit. I've enjoyed myself, but I'm looking forward to getting back home and seeing the Missus. So, yeah. So thank you very much for tuning in. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this weekend's little vlogette. Our next one will be, probably Christmas. Unless I do a damp thing, because the caravan's getting checked out for its damp problem in November. So that might be next. The Halo View, by the way, the Halo View rear view camera, for those that watched the unboxing, might take a little while because I think there's some software problems with it. I've been unable to get the blind side detection working properly, so I might have to send it back and get that sorted. But I'm sure it's pre-release or whatever, so I'll keep you posted on that. But yeah, other than that, great stuff. Well, I'm back, thankfully. Yes, I am getting wet. The poncho started giving way pretty much after I spoke to you last. So I'm quite wet on the top half, but I'm home now, so it doesn't really matter too much. Happy days. Quick cup of tea, methinks, before hitting the sack. It's now, 1:20. So yeah, poncho, pretty good. I think, obviously you can get different levels of waterproofedness. If I had one that's completely waterproof, probably pay over £100, or probably be quite expensive, I should imagine, then I'd be alright. But yes, nice one. Thanks very much for tuning in, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed the show, and I look forward to seeing you soon. We're going to the Lake District over Christmas, and then over to Oxford for the New Year, so laters taters.